Imagine a creature that spends nearly its entire life in the sky. It eats, drinks, sleeps, and even starts a family, all while soaring through the air. This isn't a mythical beast, it's one of the most incredible birds on our planet, the swift. Swifts are the ultimate masters of the sky. Forget just flapping from point A to point B for some species, like the common swift. Once they leave the nest for the first time, they might not touch solid ground again for up to 10 months straight. Think about that, 10 months of continuous flight. It's almost unbelievable. They are true aerialists, living their lives on the wing, and when they fly with purpose. Swifts are built for speed. Picture a boomerang or a scythe slicing through the air. That's the shape of their long, narrow wings. This design isn't just for looks. It allows them to reach incredible speeds in level flight, with some clocked at over 69 miles per hour, or 111 kilometers per hour. That makes them one of the fastest flyers in the animal kingdom. This speed and endurance are crucial for their epic journeys. Swifts are long-distance migrants, traveling thousands of miles between continents like Europe and Africa twice a year. A marathon they complete with astonishing stamina. So, if they're always flying, what about their feet? Well, their family name, Apodee, actually comes from the Greek for without feet. This is a bit of an exaggeration. Of course, they do have feet, but they are incredibly small and specialized. Unlike swallows that can perch happily on a wire, a Swift's feet can't do that. They aren't designed for walking or perching at all. Instead, their tiny feet are like grappling hooks. Perfect for one thing, clinging to vertical surfaces. You'll find them holding tight to cliffs, brick walls, and the inside of chimneys. If a Swift accidentally lands on flat ground, it's in serious trouble, as its long wings and short legs make it nearly impossible to take off again. Their airborne lifestyle dictates everything, including their diet. Swifts are expert in they fly with their mouths wide open, scooping up what scientists call aerial plankton, a buffet of tiny flying insects and spiders. Their wide gape acts like a net, catching a meal on the move. Even their nests are a testament to their aerial existence. They gather materials like feathers, stray leaves, and spider webs, all caught in midair. Then, they glue these materials together, using their own specially adapted saliva, creating a sturdy cup-shaped nest tucked away in a crevice, safe from the elements. But the question that fascinates everyone is, how do they sleep up there? The answer lies in a remarkable ability called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. Essentially, a Swift can put one half of its brain to sleep, while the other half stays awake and alert. This active hemisphere keeps it flying, navigating, and avoiding collisions, while the resting half gets the shut it needs. They often do this by catching rising thermal air currents, circling higher and higher with minimal effort as they drift off. Historically, Swifts have adapted to live alongside us, trading natural cliff faces for the nooks and crannies of our buildings. Old church towers and the eaves of houses became perfect, ready-made nesting sites. But here's where the story takes a concerning turn. Modern construction is changing everything. Our new buildings are perfectly sealed, smooth, and efficient, leaving no room for these aerial acrobats. The very places they've relied on for generations are disappearing. As a result, many Swift populations around the world are in decline. They return from their incredible migrations only to find their homes gone. But there is hope. Conservation efforts are underway, with people and organizations installing special Swift nest boxes on buildings. These boxes mimic the natural crevices they love and provide safe, secure places for them to raise their young. By making small changes to our buildings, we can ensure these masters of the sky continue to grace our summers with their breathtaking aerial displays for generations to come. The Swift is a true marvel of evolution, a bird that has pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Next time you see those scythe-shaped wings cutting through the summer sky, take a moment to appreciate the extraordinary life being lived high above our heads. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible Swift, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the natural world. See you next time. Have you ever looked up at the sky and seen a tiny, scythe-winged bird slicing through the air with incredible speed? That's not just any bird. That's a Swift, and its life is more extraordinary than you can possibly imagine. Welcome to the world of the ultimate aerial masters. Swifts are true extremists of the sky. They spend almost their entire lives on the wing. And when I say their entire lives, I mean it. They eat, they drink, they sleep, and they even mate, all while soaring through the air. The only time they ever land is to nest and raise their young. Can you wrap your head around that? For some species, Like the common swift, individuals can stay in continuous flight for up to 10 months straight. That's almost a full year without touching solid ground. It's a feat of endurance that is simply unmatched in the animal kingdom. And they don't just float around up there. Swifts are built for speed. In level flight, some can hit speeds of nearly 70 miles per hour or 111 kilometers per hour. Their design is a masterpiece of aerodynamics. Those long, narrow, sickle-shaped wings, reminiscent of a boomerang, allow for breathtaking agility and high-speed maneuvers. This incredible stamina and speed make them phenomenal long-distance migrants. Many swifts travel thousands of miles twice a year, commuting between their breeding grounds in Europe and Asia and their wintering grounds in Africa, all with remarkable efficiency. So, how is this airborne lifestyle even possible? It all comes down to some truly unique physical adaptations. Their family name, Apodidae, actually comes from the Greek for without feet. Now, they do have feet, but they are tiny and weak, completely unsuited for walking or perching on branches like most birds. Instead, their feet are perfectly adapted for one thing: clinging. They can latch onto vertical surfaces like cliffs, chimneys, and the walls of old buildings. This is why you'll never see a swift sitting on a telephone wire like a swallow. This life on the wing also dictates how they eat. Swifts are insectivores, feeding exclusively on what scientists call aerial plankton. This is a buffet of flying insects and spiders that they scoop up with their wide mouths while in flight. Think of them as living, breathing bug zappers, but way more graceful. Even their nesting materials are collected from the air. They gather airborne items like feathers, leaves, and other debris, and glue it all together using their own specialized saliva to create a secure nest in a crevice. But the most mind-blowing adaptation has to be how they sleep. How do you rest when you can't land? Swifts have mastered the art of sleeping in flight. They use something called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. This means one half of their brain goes to sleep while the other half stays awake and alert, maintaining flight control and watching for danger. They essentially fly on autopilot while catching some G. They often ascend to high altitudes at dusk, catch a thermal, and then gently drift down as they sleep, before waking up to start a new day of hunting. Unfortunately, the very thing that makes our towns and cities attractive to swifts is now threatening them. They are heavily reliant on crevices and holes in man-made structures for nesting. Think old buildings, church towers, and under the eaves of houses. However, modern construction methods and renovations often seal up these precious nesting sites. With nowhere to raise their young, many swift populations are in decline. This is a serious conservation concern. The good news is, we can help. People are now installing specialized swift nest boxers on buildings to provide safe, artificial crevices for these amazing birds. So, the next time you see those dark, boomerang shapes dancing against the clouds, take a moment to appreciate the incredible life of the swift. They are a testament to nature's ingenuity, spending their lives in a world most of us only dream of visiting. Thank you so much for watching. If you found the incredible life of the swift as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories from the natural world. See you in the next video.